Welcome to Crossroads.
Humana.
I gave a 1, 2, 3 like really quick, but you know what? Hi everybody, how's it going? This is Crossroads. These are my lovely players. Sir, hi, lovely players.
Hi, lovely players.
Yeah. As you can see, one of them is currently gone for a little bit, just because they're gonna be here later, but they're running late, and that's fine, because we forgiven for whatnot. Dadley, do you know what happened last time?
We talked.
You did.
That's about it. We ran away from a thing that everyone keeps saying the name of that I'm forgetting.
Diablo, like the video game, the place, the thing.
We ran away from Deoxys, the Pokemon.
I don't think you guys could have. That was honestly.
By definition, you really can't run away from Deoxys.
I think you guys are under level.
And then Dish was like, "Look at this pot. Let's stir it."
Yeah.
Dish doesn't have any weed. What are you talking about?
No, Dish asked a very important question to the crew. Who's the leader? And everyone got really defensive. Everyone besides Stealthy.
I feel like we answered the question in a bunch of different ways, and none of them were a satisfying answer to Dish. But it was answered in...
At the end, it was answered correctly, but beforehand, you're like, we don't need a leader.
What do you mean correctly? There's no correct
Well, you actually gave an answer.
Question.
There's only one correct answer. God.
Which one?
Which one?
Which one?
Dionysus. Anyway,
Not me.
My drink is not nearly strong enough for Dionysius to be the correct answer.
Anyway.
That's pretty much it. I think we hopped back on the road, right?
No, did we? Or did we stop at the oasis?
We ran through the oasis. We ate, we kind of just leapt forward in time.
Yeah.
Dish said, "Get your shit together. We're going." We guys did not stop for lunch. He was not in the mood to cook for you guys.
Oh, I read that as we ate lunch and whatnot very awkwardly and then moved on. Okay.
Nope. He said, "Get on your horses. Get on your lizards. We're going."
So yeah, there we go. There is the episode for you.
Thank you. Sadly, you get an inspiration point for that.
I didn't do any of that.
Well, you did throw Squire, which was kind of.
I did.
That was a cool thing. Yeah.
That was a fun thing to do.
I chucked my mouse.
And it still works.
Wrong
Good
stream,
mouse.
buddy. Wrong. Chuck my mouse. Chuck my mouse sounds like a fucking
Sounds like a euphemism.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not very good with those.
A euphemism
That's
sounds
for
like
the
a
joystick
euphemism.
stream. But you know.
God damn it, we're not doing.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it.
We're not doing.
Is that the
joystick.
same stream you guys have been playing Uno on?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah.
We've been streaming Uno on Twist. Can we?
You just haven't seen it. No.
do that?
It's strip Uno.
There's nothing stopping us from doing that.
No,
I
there's
mean,
not
besides
anything.
people that
We have
Besides-
free will.
It's true.
Yeah, and
my
if you
freedom.
use your free will to do that, good luck at getting a decent career anywhere ever again.
How are you doing, Stealthy?
Skippy.
Stealthy has been working on a lovely project that I'm probably gonna bring to the Discord. After I consult thoroughly with my book list between probably you and Dadley, of starting a book club in the Discord.
Ooh.
Mainly to help me keep motivated for reaching my goal. But also for fun, because I think it'd be really fun to have a...
I just realized I don't have water next to me.
Gotta get yourself some water.
Well, why don't you get your water and Dippy can do a spiel?
Yeah, Dippy.
Indeed.
Dippy, I had to do the spiel yesterday and it was not good.
Oh God, I can only imagine. Yeah, sorry by the way for missing yesterday's episode of the Dapper D's. I had a prior engagement which ran long. But
You're allowed to have a life
to get it
like
out of the way, we also have Tabletop Audio bringing you their finest quality audio from tabletopaudio.com for your tabletop role-playing games online and in person. They have smart home access where you can control them with your smart home devices. They have a non-obligatory Patreon which can unlock longer versions of background tracks and custom sound pads and sound effects for the most immersive audio experience for your TTRPGs. And if you use them online, all you got to do is give them a shout, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Thank you, tabletopaudio.com, for being the music to our ears. And in terms of the channel, stick around to the end for the upcoming schedule. And as for now, here and now, give us a follow if you like what you see. Give us a subscription if you're feeling generous. A Prime subscription gives us the money and you the ad-free experience at no cost to you with an Amazon Prime account. Give us a subscription on the YouTube channel to keep up with the VODs of all of our shows, past, present, and future. Follow the link tree in the description of both the VOD and the video, and both the VOD and the stream, to see all of our other fun stuff, like the Instagram, to see updates when we go live, clips edited by Brett here, and memes made by Dono, who is going and getting a drink or something. You can go check out the newly updated merch store with new merch for you and your having a piece of our channel with you. And the Discord server, the constantly updated, worked on fan Discord server, where you can chat with us and all of your fellow Anipod fans anytime you like. As always, we appreciate anything you do to support the channel and support what we do here, but do what you can, not what you feel like you have to. Your financial security is more important than our entertainment of your eyeballs. There are so many things that you can do for free that are just as helpful as anything that you would ever pay for, like following on Twitch, subscribing on YouTube, interacting in the chat on Twitch and in the comments on YouTube, hitting a like, and sharing the stream with your friends and your family is probably the best thing you could do, because you get more eyes and ears on what we do and how we do it. So thank you for watching and for supporting our channel. And with that being said, let's get awkward and get into the episode.
It's time to discuss important situations that are happening.
Apparently.
The recap already happened, so if you missed it,
So y'all are traveling.
Yes.
Well, also, let's acknowledge the person that has just joined in. Hi, Fantasy.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh, again, Fantasy.
Hello.
Ooh, you look a lot
Hello.
clearer today.
I'm trying a different internet.
Ah,
Hopefully it works.
hopefully. It
Knock
looks
on
good
wood.
so far.
Honestly, I didn't realize that your camera was put down to the floor. I thought you had just a
Oh.
big fucking shelving unit right there. So this is 100 times better.
There you go.
I thought you were just
So
calling them short. Like, that's just mean.
you hit the recap earlier in the stream, so we just get right
Also,
into it, I guess.
I like the old school shirt.
Oh yeah.
I got that somewhere.
Yeah.
I have my hoodie still. I also
I found
have...
it. And I was like, yes.
I have one currently right here, covering up what is a jar of special.
This is what is left over of the
Anyway.
Anipod shirt that I had with our new logo on it. It is chipped and flaked off.
Well, you gotta
significantly.
wash it in cold water because it's stamp print. Or those were stamp prints.
And you wash it inside out.
Yes.
So it doesn't ruin it. So notes to
The
people
more
that
you
are
know.
buying Anipod not merch, it is probably stamped, which means wash it inside out and in cold water. So,
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I still have it. This has turned into like a work shirt, a shirt that I do like gigs in because of how much it's chipped.
Sure.
But it's still,
Bless you.
it's still a useful shirt.
all right. We ready? Are we ready? I'm ready.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
So y'all are traveling. What are you doing? Sorry.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, Canna has had like just a minute to like cool off both the player character and the character themselves. But still is thinking about what Dish mentioned. So they're going to look at 12.
I'd assume we're on the same list.
Yeah, for the past couple of episodes, you and I, 12, have been on the same lizard.
Yes.
And I'm gonna look at them and go, Are Avery and I really that much the same?
I don't feel like I'm the right person to ask. I mean, you definitely have similarities.
Like what? I feel like we're very different oriented people, like goals and backgrounds and all kinds of other stuff. I just don't see it.
Headstrong and, persistent and vocally spoken about what you believe in. You're asking me to name negative qualities of my brother and the person that I'm kind of falling for right now.
Well, there can be positive similarities too, surely.
I just named them.
Me being headstrong is a positive quality to you?
I think so. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Who wants to be with someone that isn't headstrong? I heard in a scripture at some time long ago of like something like a headstrong and it'll take you on, and it could take on anyone.
It's not the time, Deadly. I appreciate it, but right now is anyway. Fuck, man. That what is that? Is that stained? That's not stained.
No, that's trapped.
Trapped. That's it. I knew it was one word, and I just look and I go,
Yeah. All right.
no. Anyway, I'm. Yeah, but they don't like. I feel like I haven't been able to get through to them.
Oh, so you think somebody with a higher amount of intelligence is hard to communicate with? I'm not saying higher than you. I mean somebody that's higher than average. No, I realize that.
I was about
not
to
higher
say,
than
yeah.
you, higher than the average person.
And I just kind of like. I mean, maybe
That sounds a lot like somebody else I know.
and I just like kind of look past 12 to the lizard ahead of us and see how's stealthy kind of stealthy. How's Avery kind of riding along right now? Just from what I can tell by looking from behind.
Stealthy, how are you looking?
They are kind of stiffly riding on the lizard, kind of adjusting their ill-fitting armor, but trying to assist Dish in navigating this lovely landscape with their limited experience in the desert.
Dish, how you doing?
Silent. He is completely now just being a guide. He's not being chatty.
I like to imagine that Avery's just like trying to create conversation with you, and you're just like that. Like Avery's just like, so I hear that like if you, because Avery's like, I'm giving assistance.
Avery has
like
such
how?
a high insight. I feel like they wouldn't like if Dish is very much
Yeah.
Tail's not wagging at all. Like
yeah, giving off that he doesn't want to talk, and then Avery will not intrude on that. They've got a high enough insight for that shit.
he wears all of his emotions on his sleeve. Also, it's very easy to tell how he's feeling.
Then I will, if you're completely focused upon your perception and like intaking the area around you, make me a perception check with advantage.
You got it.
Cool. Let me do that. As do you want me to make a separate check?
Yeah, you make a separate check. Oh, I'm missing
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
No?
A doggy 20 even.
A doggy
doggy
20.
20.
A doggy 20. It's not a natural. It's a doggy 20.
Mm-hmm. The best position.
Dogs are natural.
Not kobold dogs.
Avery, what'd you get?
24.
24? Okay. So we got a doggy 20 and a 24. Dish.
Yes.
It's gonna hit you first. A just absolute horrid smell as a massive like wind like and sand goes and hits your face, and you just get this wretched scent. And then Avery, you're second to hit it, because the only reason that you're second is because Dish smelt it coming. You smelt it when it got there, and you guys are in the front, and it is the rank smell of death in sunlight.
Pulls up their wrap and covers their face, so now and puts their goggles on.
Avery does the same.
Everybody else begins to hit this scent as well, passively. As Canna, you look and perceive upon Avery as he's like, what's going on? And then you just see the mask go over. It's like, what? Hits you in the mouth. And your mouth was open.
Is it like the zombie that we dealt with earlier this morning?
Yes, but it's from the scent, you would know that this is a large quantity.
Oh, good.
Like,
That's what I want. More zombies.
Large quantity of zombies. A large quantity of zombies is the name of my next
You beat me to
grindcore band.
And they'll put a
Yes.
hand up as to wait, and they're gonna scout ahead about 100 feet, being stealthy to see if they can see what if it's over a ridge or if there's anything that can be spotted. Dono.
so you crawl and scout ahead. As you look farther ahead, you can see that there are, for some reason, this is like an anomaly that happens within the desert, that somehow the undead are able to find each other, and they group together and have created what is a almost pile-on of a horde of zombies that are currently traveling through the desert together ahead of
Are
you.
they going like parallel to us, or are they crossing like?
Imagine kind of like just a river of zombies that are just, you got to go around. It's, you know, it's the classic, how do you get that past the stream that is running too quickly for anybody to pass, and there's no bridge, no nothing, and the party
Sure.
found it together? Yeah,
And
it's that, but
it's
zombies.
It's like 100 zombies, I'm guessing. Like it's a lot of zombies.
It's a lot of zombies.
A river seems like it would be even more than that. Like,
Yeah, I would say that, like, if it was in a river's type size, it would be closely bunched together, like, maybe like a 30-foot wide gap of zombies, which is a good amount. But there's,
That's-
like, some distance between them, enough that, like, if
Sure.
you wanted to jump and not dive, but it would definitely be some checks. And
Yeah.
maybe, like, that you would be prone to some opportunity attacks and such like that. And it does stretch for a little, like, you would have to make a
wide
big-
berth.
yeah, a wide berth if you were to try and to avoid this, which may, if you aren't able to get back on track, may make it so you guys end up making back to the oasis by nighttime instead of just before.
Always something. There is a horde of undead over the ridge. And when I say horde, it's easily a couple hundred.
Ooh.
So we have a choice. We can try to loop around it, and if we do that well enough, we'll probably make it to the oasis by nightfall. The next one, the next big one. Or we can try to bulldoze our way through it. But I don't know about you. I'd rather not deal with 200 zombies.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you're here. It's. What do you think is best?
I'd rather just not deal with it, and just go around and we just take our time. It's less ideal, and because we've seen what comes out at night.
Hmm.
I don't know
So-
how much magic do you guys have left. My wand is tapped. I can't do anything else with it.
Wherever we end up, I have plenty of magic to get us set up with a pretty safe barrier, just like I already have showcased. I can set up a private sanctum anywhere. It doesn't
Sure.
necessarily have to be at an oasis. So, wherever you feel like however far we get, we will be safe in one aspect, at least. And if Avery's not tapped out, we'll be safe in another too.
The reason why we go to the oasis is even though you have your decanter of endless water, it's a comfort for the lizards because they can do their bathes, and like it's also they sometimes have staves there as well, and like it's just a safer place to be.
Of course.
Also, you know, there is the being dragged under the sand by undead and monsters and stuff, and there's some big
Yeah.
ones out there.
Yeah.
Even with, you know, and they will collectivify around something if it's new.
Yeah. Which Dish isn't gonna say that out loud though.
You're smart.
Silver, I'm fine to go till nightfall, but
I think avoiding would be best. Like I can handle quite a bit of undead, but that many is another matter entirely.
Well, I could be of assistance in this situation as Farron pops up.
oh no.
Wait. Before you do anything as Farron, let me double check what you're looking at. Hold on.
I have a very fair question to ask. As someone who has been with Farron for at least 2 weeks, at least a month now, would he and Cosmo 100% would have gone through this horde? Like, let's do it and like just like wrecked house? Is that what those two would have done?
Yeah, they're high enough level that they would have just been like, yeah, let's fuck this shit up. Let me see here, because I gotta double check and make sure, because these should have it.
If you want to channel divinity turn undead on this horde with Farron, or no, I don't even have turn undead. Farron has Watcher's Will and Abjure the Extra Planar.
No, every paladin has turn undead. They
No.
should. No? What?
I have the oldest Xbox note.
You have Uno, you dick!
Didn't want
Oh my god.
you a Oh yeah, hey, by the way, Farron's got an aura of protection. Each one of you should be getting, like, if you're within 10 feet of him, you have a +5 to all saving throws.
The caravan's too big though. Our lizards are massive.
I
Yeah.
know, that's true. The big old lizard boys.
Actually,
does
at
he
that
want
wait, what level? That should be doubled.
What?
Aura
Is he-
of the Sentinel. You emit an aura of alertness while you aren't incapacitated. When you and any creatures of your choice within 10 feet of you roll initiative, you gain +5 to initiative.
Yeah, so that should
I
be a
fucking didn't know that
20
one.
foot
God, I
radius.
need to look at
Yeah.
Farron.
Yeah.
Is
You
Farron-
haven't been?
20-foot
Just like-
diameter.
Do you not
I mean,
have
still, it won't cover.
fucking-
It won't cover everybody, but yeah.
No, but it also depends. Is he all levels paladin or is he like a multi-classer? Or like
He's all levels paladin. He's 15 levels of straight
Level
paladin
15 paladin,
juice.
yes.
Yep. Have you not? I don't think you've taken a long rest with Farron since the whole thing. So I'm just gonna reset that, and then that should be
Sure.
good.
Yeah,
he
aura
does
of
have Divine
protection.
Smite.
+5 to bonus saving throws. Aura of courage. You and friendly creatures within 10 feet can't be frightened. Yeah, Farron is badass.
Doesn't he have like an ability? Like he has a thing that pushes away extra planar, right?
these are undead.
Abjure,
Yeah.
Abjure
I know.
the extra planar is an option he has, but undead isn't extra
Beings,
planar,
as an
is it?
action, you present a holy symbol, and each aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend,
or
within 30.
fiend within
Fuck!
30
He
feet.
doesn't have turn undead. He has
No.
that instead.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, then never mind. That never happened with Farron.
Yeah.
I I appreciate you wanting to go here, Mr. Gray, and have your fun, but we are missing the firecracker. We're trying to make sure he doesn't hurt anyone else or leave the dungeon.
I mean, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm able to teleport a short distance. Like we can just cross the boundary, cross the Rubicon if you will.
We won't be able to carry the losers using supplies.
That's also very fair.
Does anybody have the ability to fly? We can
Avery
cast
just
fly.
Avery just looks at him. You really don't pay attention, do you?
No, I actually half the time we've been doing things, I've fallen asleep.
I keep telling you, you need to do things to keep yourself awake, which is why I keep trying to give
listen. I don't think anything here can really kill me, so I'm not too worried about it.
you.
Avery arches an eyebrow, and the look on their face is just, I'm really tempted to try.
We're basically gods, Baron.
The fact is, Farron is not fazed by you because his entire paladin thing is to fuck you over because you're Fae.
I don't
His
care.
shit
but it's
does
just,
double to you.
No, it's just Avery's whole temper of, I understand why your wife is the way that she is now. Like,
Oh, trust
I
me, she was
was
that
a-
way. She was that way even before I met her. Just
Damn straight,
Go-
Farron. High five.
We go around. And
Yeah,
no
around it
loud
is.
noises, please. And as we go around, I'll do my best so that way they are not seen if possible. Like if there's like canyons or we're going around like giant sand rocks or whatever the hell, we make sure to do a wide berth.
Okay.
as we're walking through, Avery will, like, once we are, like, within a reasonable distance away from the horde, Avery will lean forward and go, "You're as tense as a bowstring, my fuzzy friend."
I have my reasons. And unfortunately, I don't like being talked down to. And that happens relatively often, considering.
Avery just kind of cocks their head and goes, they're going to go ahead and make an insight check to see exactly how Dish is currently. They don't want to make. I don't
Go for it.
player knowledge.
He's not
30.
hiding. He is beyond upset with people, with this party, and also other things seem to be on his mind that are distracting him. He is upset.
I take it it's not just us specifically.
No.
Well, after this, you'll never see us again. Do you care to share? Unloading on a stranger, I have been told helps.
You're not one for doing that, though.
No. But I'm learning the rules of this particular world, and apparently, interest in others' affairs, even however temporary, is one of them.
Yeah, that's how I make money. That's how I get tips.
Are we moving while this is
Oh, yeah.
while
Yes.
this
Oh,
exchange
yeah.
is happening?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And okay, then never mind. I was gonna
I would like to point out that Farron's passive insight is 11 as a level 15 character. I think I'm playing him quite well.
No, 100%.
Yeah. If there was one thing that I, as Farron, never did, it was invest into insight. Farron
Sure.
always knew exactly what was going on without needing to ask people about it. Like,
He knew it because in his head
When
he
I played.
fucking knew, even though he didn't know.
Also, before we continue with this, Dadley, I didn't give you an inspiration last time, so take an inspiration.
Oh, okay.
There you
okay. Oh, all right. I feel bad.
Oh.
So
I did.
Farron's gonna shimmy up to Lux and just be like, "So,
We're, we're, we're not done yet, Dono.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were done. My bad.
No,
No, you guys just interrupted us.
Oh, okay.
hydrate and also stretch. I don't want any of you being achy boned.
Too late.
Yeah, it was like too late.
What did I
I'm
just
having
say?
I'm having to get used to a new chair.
Mm,
Like my back be a little weird.
This job was, I was supposed to spend time with Alex after this, and not only did I have to do an extra duration on this job, my nose is physically shorter. And he'll point to his nose, and there's a distinct, like, it looks like it was broken and then reset poorly by a paladin who tried his best.
Avery
I feel like
just,
Farron
Avery
would have given a
arches
little
an
more care than
eyebrow
that, but
and then
okay.
That's
again
fair, but
side eyes.
Cosmo hit him hard enough
Farron.
that it didn't matter, sort of thing. Like,
Right.
or Cosmo hit him hard enough that it didn't matter. Like,
Right.
there's only so much magic you can do. So.
Right now he's going by Wanda, but you know.
Incredible.
So, it's nothing against you. I'm
Yeah,
sure the
it's just
people
like
aren't
that.
always assholes. Or no, actually, no, you are. Other than Rose, I guess, looking to Lux, who's just sitting there with you, just listening to this go on. But if it was my decision, I would not be here right now. And then also finding out he has a new job lined up without telling me or communicating that is strange. He's not happy to be here, and this seemed to be a few minutes ago. Seemed to be the final nail in that coffin.
Well, can't fix a lot of those things. However, your nose might be another matter.
Not here. Some of these zombies some of those undead might have the ability to detect magics. So let's keep that on the down low.
Very well. Just because people talk down to you doesn't mean it actually means anything. Or
As
at least
someone
I've
who
learned from experience that it only holds as much power as you give it.
and coming from someone that's been talked down to their entire existence, I feel like you get that. He leaves it at that and goes back to his work.
Avery just kind of moves the lizard forward, following him. Now we're done, Dono.
Okay.
All right, so Canna, I spy with my little
Yeah.
eye.
You've pointed. It's been like sand dunes the last like 8 times that you've done this.
What the fuck else is there?
You could be a little more creative with what you're looking at. Look
Okay.
up at the sky. See what
Sand.
shapes you can see in the
Fucking
clouds. and-
sand.
There are no clouds. It doesn't rain here.
There's a dragon. looking about.
There better fucking not be. No.
You see birds up there, or what you think is birds.
as I look up and I see them, like, see, even up there, there's so much more than you initially can just see at a cursory glance.
Okay, then guess.
You didn't finish the question.
Okay, I spy with my little eye something near us.
I look around at my surroundings.
You see Farron coming up to you.
Oh, it wouldn't happen to
hi.
be. Ah,
What? Hi. I've honestly haven't really been talking to anyone this entire time, so I
Yeah, I
hi.
just kind of assumed that was your vibe.
No. I mean,
that's perfectly fine, sir. I mean, like,
You don't-
Farron, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. I get the whole, like, not very social thing. Like, honestly, I wasn't very social back at home, so I get it. What can I do you for?
Honestly, I don't know what's not like. So, like, okay, this has been on my mind. How did
Okay.
Lux know that it was a mind flare and we didn't?
Why not just go ask them?
That's a good point. And he starts to leave because
Okay,
this is
goodbye.
weird.
Well, yeah, wait a second.
Wait, yes. And he comes back with his little thing.
Just, I know that it's been a little bit since I asked, but, like, do you have the capability to do the thing that we initially came here for?
You asked me this like probably 2 hours ago. I said that I should be able to.
No,
do
no, that was yesterday, wasn't it?
No,
That
that
was
was
same day.
literally 2 hours ago.
Oh,
You have been dealing with this for a long time, haven't you?
longer than I would have liked to care for. Sorry,
That's a lot
I
of
hate
things,
to
like problems,
hate-
and sometimes it
hate
takes
to
time.
reiterate. I hate to reiterate. I don't like. I'm not the best at remembering things sometimes. Like, in the short term. Long term, I've got it. I know things from long ago, but sometimes I just blank out. As he, like, looks up and you see, like, the 1,000-yard stare go off into the sky for, like, 5 seconds, and he goes, like... Anyway. Yeah, you can just ask Lux how, like, about themselves. I'm sure they would be happy to have a conversation.
How's
They don't bite too hard, I swear.
They don't bite at all. What are you talking about?
I'm not too worried about biting, honestly.
You're a married
Would-
man.
Yes, I know, but
I-
things. I mean, I can't get sick. Paladin shit.
Fucking sick, dude.
Or lack thereough.
I
as
don't
just, like,
understand. He's just like, I don't understand this youth. What is this?
Aaron is such a fucking boomer. Oh,
Honestly, if I were still playing Farron, if it was me in Dono's shoes playing Farron, yeah, I would probably be doing the same thing. Anyway,
My wife has always said that people go through things when they're like just very close to change. She's a therapist, you know. So how are you, like, you know, taking these last couple days where you're just, you know, you could be free of this affliction that you've had for a while? Are you excited? Are you?
I feel like as soon as that's done and we're done helping you, I feel like I don't really know what else I should be doing. I feel like I've dragged these people along for this long. Even my own brother, I feel guilty about dragging him along through this.
Do you say these people like you haven't?
My friends, they are.
Yeah,
But
your friends.
you realize, like, any of us could just leave, right? Like, we're all here so willingly. Nobody
As-
had to hop on that boat.
As I turn to 12, and I'm like, and I just like, well then, whenever this adventure's done, helping Farron find their friend, me getting my tongue fixed, I know the next things I want to do, like in my own mind, but in terms of this group, I'm kind of just willing to follow where the wind takes the rest of you for after that point, because I feel like I haven't been too helpful recently. I feel like I've been just like kind of just, and you see him stumbling on the next word he wants to say, and then he ends up just not saying it.
I think your brother looks at both of you. Just
I was gonna say, which...
said it well. They all choose to be here. Like, they don't have to. Like, they could leave at any time.
Look at Lux. She's a librarian. She just was like,
She's a
you guys
librarian?
Are going...
What the fuck?
She's a
Now
librarian.
I have even more questions. Also, I should probably get some good recommendations from her for my wife. That might help.
I'm gonna be real. I got the vibe you didn't know how to read, just based on looks. But
Excuse the shit out of me? What?
that was really mean. I'm sorry.
No. Listen, it's fine to think that, but you said it out loud. That's like, whoa, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
He needs spectacles, but he's not gonna confess
You-
that at this moment to read.
you know.
you look well learned, my
Well,
friend.
can you
In-
read
in, like,
these?
straight-
Maybe?
Whether that-
And looks at
whether
his
that
tattoos, like, I can read these, and like freaking grabs his brains really quick. Like, I could
See,
these,
those
and he-
aren't words.
Hey, listen.
I'm listening.
Okay, words are just symbols that we give sound to that make sense and label things.
I figured it out. You remind me of my biological father, and that's why I'm giving you shit. And I'm sorry.
I like turn over to 12 again, like,
Every single one of these marks tell a story and read to me as if they are something. These ones next to my eyes, I got when I was younger and ended up meeting the goddess of luck, and got sight and visions of that. It was.
You're connected to the goddess of luck, and all this
Yeah.
happened.
Listen, she could only do. But
It
If
feels
there's one
rather
thing I'm
unlucky
really
that we're all
good-
here.
listen,
luck is not tied to good or bad. Luck is just luck.
There you go. Yes, he gets it.
As I just like,
Anyway, I'm gonna go ask Lux things.
yeah, go
Hey,
ahead.
Canna, talk to your friends. I think your mindset will change. It walks over.
Well, then at that point, actually, that's a good question. Who's on the front of the 12 Canna lizard? Is it
I think it's just the two of us.
no? But like, who's in front
I
leading,
feel
and who
like
is
12 is driving because he has like the soldier background, so he has.
Yeah,
land
I'm
vehicles.
driving the lizard.
Yeah, the lizard is a land vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I would like to gently persuade 12 to kind of like pull up alongside the other lizard with Avery and Lux on it,
Okay. First, we're gonna go talk to Lux.
so that we're not in a line, so that Farron, we're all like side by side rather
Yes.
than like front to back in a line.
Got it. Okay.
Have we passed
roll.
the zombie horde?
Yeah, you guys are like,
Okay.
you're fresh around and stuff. You're having conversation, you're chatting.
Sure.
The smell has dissipated, and you do not need to cover your face anymore, but
I
God,
didn't
was
want
that
them
awful.
breaking formation, and all of a sudden a zombie turns around, and all of a sudden hundreds of zombies are just charging towards us because we're now not a line, but a gaggle.
Just a gaggle of fucks.
New
Yes.
group name just dropped. Gaggle of fucks.
Gaggle of fucks, everybody.
Hello, Cleveland. We are the Gaggle of Fucks.
There is a band in Chicago called Silly Goose. I fucking love them because they sound not like Limp Bizkit.
I've never heard those words together. Love and Limp Bizkit.
Anyway, Lux.
Woo!
So anyway, Lux, I have a question for you. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to. Here,
It's all good.
hi Avery. You don't need to say anything. I was just saying hi.
That's such a Farron thing. That is absolutely such a Farron thing.
So, you read minds, right? You were in my head. That I've pieced that to. Yes. Hi. You don't like you could read, like we could speak and stuff. You aren't like deeply into my brain and thinking of like finding things that I think of, right?
I could, but I'm not.
No, listen. You could send message. I give permission for you to send messages, but I feel like if I entered into like a deeper thought, that would be like not okay with my wife, and she might kill me and you. So for your protection, please don't dive.
I wasn't planning on diving.
Thank you. I'm just
But-
making it clear. Unless I give you like full input in a situation, then yeah. I mean, if it's life or death, fucking go for it. But you know,
Okay.
I don't know how this. Listen, this is the first time that we've been here together for about 3 days. I kind of feel comfortable enough to talk. Anyway, how did you know that that Illithid was there, and why didn't we?
So that's a long story.
Can I get the shortened version?
Never.
Yes.
Never.
I muted, but I said it before Dad did, and I'm
Yeah,
upset.
I was like, oh please, fantasy, please. Just-
I look Farron dead in the eye and just go, and then go right back to my other side.
Okay. Dippy, I need you to flip a coin for me.
oh God. What do I get to know what heads and tails mean?
My decision, it's a 50-50 chance that Farage goes for either the sword or he just falls off the lizard. So
He doesn't
out
have a
of
heart attack, does he? Just like falls.
because he's a paladin of the pure of the mind, which is like he's against illithids.
Paladin of the Oath of the Watchers.
Oath of the Watchers, which is like
Yeah,
you know,
Illithid is definitely yeah.
Heads is good, tails is bad.
Well, then you've
What'd
got
you
heads, my friend.
Okay. He shakes himself, goes to grab the lizard. Okay.
Just
Oh no, you're trapped in the desert with a Fae and an Illithid.
What?
You good, Gray?
Kid.
Don't be
Kid.
falling over.
Whatever shall you do?
There's nothing wrong with the situation, and my wife has told me that I need to be more accepting of things around me, and you obviously haven't done anything wrong.
Dude, no. Don't make it sound like Farron was racist. Like,
Paladins by default hunt things. They are in fact, and rangers also. They are in fact
listen,
racist.
even though he was a paladin of the Watchers,
Listen, I have
He
put
does-
things
he-
I
Go on.
I was listen. I grew up in a tribe. I accept that I was an unlearned man and that I was working on a form of just limited knowledge. I appreciate you having the openness to share that and trust me with this information. I will make sure not to accidentally do anything that may hurt you, because my things may hurt you more than usual, and just be aware if there's ever that situation. But I hope that we could be seen as friends.
Yes.
Also,
and
how
don't
did
worry
you?
about pain.
Yeah, pain.
Pain is
What?
just pain.
Okay.
I
So
have
you were able to
concerns
see that
about
it's an
you.
illithid, even though he was shrouded apparently in psionic. Is it psionics?
That was actually really weird. It's never happened before.
Yeah, I honestly a couple years back. Well, fuck, before my kids were
So
born.
again, this is a recent development.
Really?
Yes, as of like a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2 weeks?
Before
3
or
weeks?
after you met my wife?
But I think it was before.
Yes.
It
Yes.
was
Before.
So on the travel to my kingdom?
Yes.
Okay. Were you in like?
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is there something I need to go look at in case other people are falling into this thing? Because I mean, it's not my kingdom; it's my friend's kingdom. But I'm still like part of the whole thing, and maybe I should inform somebody of this situation so others do not fall prone.
That would probably be really wise.
As we begin to see Canna and 12 come into the picture from behind. yes, continue.
Oh, also, you have 2 minutes.
Oh, thank you.
We met an Iliad, or let me rephrase that. I heard his cries in my head.
Okay.
So I went to look, and then I kind of took all the information of the past Iliads and whatnot in my head. So yeah.
By past, and how far past?
All?
Long past? No,
All-
past.
You have all the information.
Also, there's
about all the-
aliens.
Oh, wow. What? Where?
Yes.
Where are the aliens?
And on that,
Everywhere and nowhere.
On that point,
that
we're
will
gonna
be right back. Yeah, on that we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be.
well, okay, I shouldn't start with that.
Why? Why are you
Why?
like this?
I have ADHD.
The rest of us do too.
Yeah.
And we all just wait.
It's a spectrum.
It wasn't that bad for me. I don't know.
Tis
what you're
a
talking
rainbow, my dude.
Shut up.
about. Shut up. Okay.
We always
Anyway.
get in a group of neurodivergence. You have to have at least one neurotypical. Dippy, how are you doing out there?
Oh yes, pick the train enthusiast to be the neurotypical.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%.
So no, here's the funny thing about that actually is that like by all paperwork standards, I am neurotypical.
Yes.
So like I
just
was
really like
previously
trains.
tested. I was previously tested because I had anger issues, and the results of that test said that I was neurotypical.
So you
So
were just really mad.
You're just an angry dude.
no, when I was younger, I was.
Yeah,
When I
same.
was
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. Hormones will kick the shit out of you, and like, you'll be angry, sad, whatever. Like, that's just the chunk of
What are you
hormones.
talking about, Doctor?
Rage.
Anyway.
Aliens, where are they? Sorry, that came off a little strong. Hi, Abner and Canna. I'm learning.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing the thing. Why do I have this in my hands? Throws it away.
What is? Why do you have a zombie arm? No, I'm sorry.
That's
Just,
just-
it's like a spare cucumber that Dish gave him earlier, and he just like tosses it into the fucking sand.
mark off one ration. I'm kidding.
Dish
No.
goes back and picks it up, dusts it off, and puts it in his bag. Like, okay.
Is that a cucumber in your bag, or are you just happy to see me?
Trust me, it is just a cucumber.
Oh God. Never happy to see me. Okay. Anyway, let's focus up, shall we?
Yeah.
So, did you guys know that there's aliens?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Lux is telling me about the fact that there's aliens, and I'm asking where.
Yeah, she told me at the bar.
You what?
There's aliens somewhere out here in the desert, and
Lux,
at the
you were-
time,
You were pretty drunk.
at the time, I kind of passed it
Yeah.
off as I kind of passed it off as like Lux's thoughts being a little foggy
Is that-
because of alcohol, but like
Oh no!
No.
Like,
No.
I did. Abner looks at Dish like, are aliens normal for this?
Do you mean aliens as people that come here as like immigrants or like
no,
like extraterrestrials?
extraterrestrials preferably. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many stories. It's hard to tell what's real and what's not. But
No, I've met illithids before. Like, I've
Well-
had to fight off illithids. That's how I got my town area. This is the one shot that never happened.
Oh. Yep.
there are rumors from some of the tribes that there are creatures that are not like anything else that sometimes like attack their like caravans and things like that. But no like concrete evidence that I've seen. But
Okay.
No, I've straight up cut the head off of an illithid before.
I don't doubt that, Mr. Gray. But also
Alien, not Gray.
You are.
That's my son's name.
I'm colorblind.
No, my skin is gray. My
Right.
my last name is not Gray. You were saying Mr. Gray. It is Realmgazer.
Okay, Farron, I feel like you understand the concept of nicknames. Like, I sincerely.
Oh, what? It's a nickname.
There's also a good-
Why am I Gray? That's my son's name. Bro.
There's also a good chance. There's also. Listen,
Yes.
over table very quickly. This to me feels like Farron trying to make a joke and taking it too far. Not him not understanding nicknames. It's just
Honestly,
so.
he's to be fair, my brain is just like, why are you calling me Gray? It's not his actual last. Because I forgot that you were doing nicknames.
Yes,
As a
he's given
DM.
everyone a
And
code name.
then,
The only
like-
reason why he calls Tuna Tuna,
Which-
it's like in Big Bang Theory when Howard becomes an astronaut, they call him Fruit Loop because that's
Yeah.
something that he's affiliated with. And the first thing he smelled on Canna
Was
was tuna.
Yeah, but also Tuna is his last name. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
One moment.
I didn't feel like I really should be
Man.
calling him
Alright, there we
Pussy
go.
Juice.
There's also just like again, but Tuna is also his
a-
last name, so it's just like, oh, he's just calling me by my last name. That's weird.
Also,
Like,
he- all he's ever heard is you call, like, really, he just hears you say Avery's is Silver, and he's just like, oh yeah, that's actually the name, right? But
He
you're
explained
also
this
putting
in the last
Mr.
episode.
Gray to him.
It's because you are a nobleman and he's trying to give you authority. It's a respect thing, and he would explain
It's-
that to you and Cosmo.
Oh. Okay. Listen, maybe I
moving
took this a
on,
little- maybe I took this a
swiftly
little
moving
too-
on.
Yes, shall we? The
Swiftly moving.
aliens are real.
Yes.
Why
oh,
not?
wait, are we moving on from this? Sorry, let me go back in my DM voice. Dippy, are we moving on from this conversation?
Huh?
Are we moving
That's-
on from this
I-
conversation? Or are we
I
The
was
above
trying
table.
to.
The above
Yeah.
table one, I think.
above
I
table?
was,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were trying to get away from above table again, and also just like we're catching up with aliens are real. You already said that. And
Okay,
it's just
sorry.
like,
I just said aliens, and you're like, go moving on. Oh, so it was just
So,
time. What? I'm tired
is
of
everything okay?
aliens.
What's going on? As you're all clumped.
Okay.
Avery
On-
keeps trying to move the lizard forward, and Farron just keeps following. And you just see Avery just go. I can't kill him. At least that's what their faces say.
Lux, do you want to be a part of this party or this party? We're chatting here, like, and I feel like I could kind of vibe with you a little bit here, and
is Farron hitting on Lux right now?
no, he's not. He's very like he has daughters right now. He's trying to be like, I'm a cool dad. Yeah.
Does Farron
cool to
think
hang out
Lux
with.
is that young?
Yes.
What? Oh,
She does
Lux
look
is like in her
younger.
20s. And she probably keeps herself looking young because she has an ability.
true. Oh no, you know what? That is very
Well,
fair.
I am pretty sure I am the youngest in this group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh, Hold on. Canna's 27.
You're,
Yes.
yeah, your character's like 20, right? Maybe 19?
I am 24.
Yeah.
24? Yeah, but like
Hmm.
you are a changeling as well. You're going to look at now the way that
Yeah.
you look is in your own mind's eye, which means you look
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
Because we always think that we look younger than what we are. Or
Yeah.
like and I think Lux thinks very well of themselves as well. So when they put on the face, they look good. Like okay. But yeah, Farron is very much like this is somebody that's around my daughter's age, which is like 18 to not 25 range. Like that's his three youngest. He's trying to communicate in that way and just be like,
Yep.
you seem like you're not really participating in this. What's going on between this and like, no offense. It's just kind of like, hey, would you like to come? Hey, like, I don't know. He's trying to be inviting and a better like I guess person funding this whole thing. Also, he's bored. Going through the desert
You know
is
what
a
I
lot.
just thought of?
What?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I could totally ask him, how is Marcus?
Oh,
Because Marcus is yeah.
yeah, the head of the
Because-
god of the king of the king of the castle.
Yes.
Yes. Far as I know, he's.
What is your thoughts?
Oh, I think he's an excellent guardsman in the head of the Knight Division. Honestly, the man not only is a fantastic knight, but a good man of service as well. Make sure that if I am ever visiting, that I have a fantastic room and night stay. And honestly, I usually get the most sleep around when he's on charge. So, why do you ask?
Lux does not know about getting sleep here, Marcus. And that will be the only joke I make, I swear.
Does
Incredible.
Abner say it though.
No, I make the joke.
I
Abner
did
would
the joke.
fucking Never.
I'm just curious.
Yes.
Avery looks back in side eyes again, very hard. But this time it's clearly directed at Lux.
Oh shit!
They're not trying to hide
Anyways,
this.
I just rolled like for some reason because just to say, if Farron is trying to be like relatable and be like, this is a girl around my daughter's age. Let's like be like girls are always like. Young adults are always like saying something but meaning something other. Maybe I try to do a bit of an insight. He just rolled up. he just rolled a 18 on your insight.
Wow.
He's just like,
That's a really good insight roll for Farron.
considering he has a +1. He's like, wait. You know what? Good for
Yes.
Marcus. Good.
okay.
You know, you have my. Am I right to assume? Are you too?
Are you two?
I don't know the words, and I don't want to imply anything. Are you and him like
Avery just says yes. They're fucking.
hand holding?
Oh.
You know what? It's been a long time since I've been in a party. I don't think we were ever this crude.
Valmira's party was very crude with each other, to be fair.
I know. He's just saying, like,
Anyway.
I'm too young to be making these jokes.
I'm older than you think I am.
No,
I could very well be older than you.
Yeah, but you don't know. At least from the conversations you've had with us.
Avery is the party's Schrodinger's cat.
Yes.
I am simultaneously younger than everybody and older,
Than everybody, but no one will ever know.
nobody will ever know.
Until we ask the Queen of the Night Court, who keeps trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
find things like that. She would.
Oh yeah. The only person who would know hates your guts. Yeah.
Doesn't hate hates her dad's hates their dad's guts.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Anyhow.
Thank you, Facebook face status.
Anyhow. I kind of like, now that we're pulled up alongside, I'm just kind of like watching this spectacle go down first and foremost. But he's also thinking about what he needs to say to Avery and to Dish, because he feels responsible for both of their bad moods. Whether that's true or not, that's how he feels. And he didn't hear Dish's conversation earlier with Avery about Alex or anything like that.
No.
So he doesn't have that information. But Farron is still riding alongside. Can I just give Farron a look that's like, I kind of wanted to talk about something, and this is being communicated with a look. I kind of want to talk about something, and I kind of don't want you to be around when I'm talking about it. Like,
Didn't we just talk about how bad his insight was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna roll persuasion. He's gonna roll insight. You gotta beat.
Oh, and you got to flip a coin too.
This isn't talking.
It's a
It's a look.
no, it's
Oh,
a
it's a
look.
look.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said it was a praise. Ah, you're right.
It's a look.
Fine.
It's a look, and I don't care if it's persuasive or intimidating. It's a look that I want
If it's
him to go
intimidating, you
away.
stick your tongue out. You're just like,
Yeah.
It's like what? I love that his persuasion is +10, so you guys all know that he's trying to say these things nicely and like like he's like, listen, I may not know the exact thing to say, but okay, what was your roll?
Oh. 14.
Okay, cool. He reads you loud and clear, and he's just like, okay, I'm gonna go. Dish, am I allowed to like walk off where would be safe for me to go for like a
If
little...
I can see you, you're okay. But if I can't make it to you in 6 seconds, Your wife will actually come here and probably kill me, from what I've heard.
So like 40 feet?
Give it 80.
80? Got it, buddy. All right. He's gonna go and just let you guys go for about 80 feet. He's
Kind of like a wide berth. It's not like stopping. He just like is swerving out to a wide berth.
He's
As
making
I
a lane
just-
change. It's fine.
Where it? Fuck.
You're welcome.
Where is Dish relative to the lizards right now?
He's always circling about 20 feet away from you guys, so he can just make sure that, or even 30 feet. He can hear you fine though. Passive perception of I think 18. He's
Sure.
19. He's fine.
I almost said stealthy again. Fuck. Ask why I'm not in the. Ask me why I'm not in the Feywild. That's a great fucking Zoom name. That's like on the back of the shirt. Like nothing on the front, but a print across the back. Ask me why I'm not in the Feywild. Anyway, Canna looks over to Lux and Lux and Avery's lizard, and then like shakes his head for a second and looks to his brother again, just for something, anything.
It was Dune. You didn't guess. It was another sand dune.
And I just look back to Avery and I'm just like, I feel like I have to apologize. In Avery's general direction, even if they're not directly acknowledging it.
When you say that they do give you their full attention.
The problem is, I don't know what to apologize for first. Because it feels like this entire trip, there's just been this friction between us. And I've almost never intended there to be any at all, and yet there still is. I just feel inclined to believe that I've been doing something wrong. And I don't know what. Like, I can think about a few things, especially our last few conversations that we've had. But I feel like none of that gets down to the root of it. And he just like sniffs really deeply through his nose, and you see his scales kind of flush from blue to like blue-gray. Like he's losing his color in this moment, trying to have this conversation, and it's odd to see, because every time his color has changed has been when he's embarrassed, when he's like excited, when he's whatever. This is the most solemn that you've seen Canna in a long time. Whether even if you hadn't seen it at all. My impulsiveness has gotten in the way of a couple of things here. My overprotectiveness has gotten in the way of has gotten in between you two, looking in between 12 and Avery. And my issue has dragged you hither and yon, and whether or not you've gone along with me because you felt like you had to or because you felt like you wanted to. If it wasn't for me, we would still be back in Crest. We would still be enjoying the sights and sounds of our village. Or we would have gone off in a different direction because of 12. But a lot of things that have happened, it feels like I've been not very helpful in the course of doing anything to help the rest of you. And I feel ashamed. And I just, like, look at primarily Avery, but I, like, keep... 12 is in Canna's peripheral. Mm-hmm. And he's primarily looking at Avery for a reaction, a retort, a comeback, anything.
As soon as you finish, they look at you and just go, "For as smart as you are incredibly naive." You are adept in the study of probabilities and seeing briefly into the future. But if it was all solely based around you and if you were removed from the equation, where would we all be? I would be back in the Feywild. Your brother would be still beholden to a Rakshasa. Lux would probably be illithid free, however, still on their quest for various books and whatnot. Actually, probably still kidnapped in the Feywild.
Yeah.
You are kind, loyal, and hot-headed.
Which is a good thing.
You infuriate me consistently. But not for the reasons that you may think. I look at you and I see what I could have been. And sometimes it doesn't, you don't seem to appreciate what you have. And I've seen far too much of how beings can be to be quite as hopeful as you all the time. To quote a poet that I read, you see how the world could be, in spite of the way that it is. And I do not have such luxuries. And that is why you infuriate me sometimes, Canna.
At that, you see Canna kind of gain a little bit of his color back. And he just goes, I could never hope to understand what happened to you. But if I tried to, I feel like I would be... feel like I would words are hard. I just kind of like... He thinks for another minute or two, and it is just like... I see the world for what it could be, because if I saw it for what it is, it would be very hard for me to answer a lot of the questions that I have. But when I see it for what it is, I can answer a lot of questions that other people have about the world around it. My studies are what give me visions into the future that is. Because my heart will always be optimistic about what it could be first. I guess I just didn't want my heart to see what was changing in my world that is.
Don't know if I can have a little creative license on this.
Sure.
When I think we might have talked about this, I don't know. I know I talked about it with Brett, but whenever I would assume that when Fae enter to like the material plane, something a little bit of their Faeness is like suppressed, edges are softened, the full like wolfish, fayish grin is never quite so present, or like all what distinctly marks them as Fae is suppressed whenever they're in other planes. Avery takes a moment to fully concentrate on bringing that to the forefront. So suddenly they become a lot thinner, a lot more gaunt. But they also allow night to kind of their own essence and power kind of drip off of them, to the extent that it would be normally swirling around them in the Feywild, whereas here it's suppressed. As they fully let it go and bring it forward, and they look at Canna and go, they look at Canna and they look at Abner and they go, "This is what I fully am." This is me entirely.
You see the big, I don't want to say Cheshire Cat because that feels like I'm also tapping into Fae,
That's
but just
devious.
yeah, not deviant, like sincerely just giant smile on Abner's
light.
face.
Smile of the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say a word, just I don't, basking at you. Just big ol' smile.
As Canna is initially looking at you in this form, you don't see like a massive change in how they perceive you. But then he looks over at 12, absolutely beaming at this, and looks back to you, and he also gives like a small, like, not a small, well, he also begins to smile from the corners of his very wide mouth. Uh, like, just the corners of his snout upturn into a smile, just like, it's rather striking.
Oh, good. It's not just me seeing it now.
Just dishes like, what the fuck? Just like, no. No, but
Do not let your feelings do not let what you've been feeling sour the light that you currently have. Do not let your glimpses and probabilities of the future dim what you experience. Because as you can see, I'm full of night, and I've fought very hard to add stars to it. As they kind of release and let go and relax, everything suppresses again.
mm-hmm. I just want to know what I can do to make it up to what I can do to make it up to you.
You owe me no debt.
Maybe not in your world, but mine feels like it's running pretty deep into the red.
They smile. They go, for once we're going to play by my rules.
As you see, oh my god, what the fuck are these emotions? And I just like, you see Canna like take a big, like a long, deep breath. Just when they breathe in, their color comes back. And when they release, you see kind of an uncalled upon prestidigitation just naturally flow from Canna's mind to his body, as it looks like the grime that he's been building up since he's been here washes itself away without him actively thinking about it.
Mm.
And he looks up to you and he just goes like, I still have so much to learn. And he turns and he just looks. At 12 again, and is just like, y'all can take turns teaching me as I just kind of like sit back on my lizard again.
Yeah, I want to stress, don't feel like you owe me anything. Like, I've had no direction I need to go right now. No problems that are fixable at this moment. Like I'm just here for the ride.
Oh boy.
We've made it back on track, by the way. We'll be beating the Oasis in about 4 hours.
Dish, and all this heartfeltness, is there anything you want to...
Everything I
was just going to say, things got heated, and now, like, we're kind of talking.
Tuna. Everything I told you last night that you need to hear. When I was gutting the wyvern.
Is that harkening back to the other?
The conversation we had when he was gutting the wyvern a while ago. Like a couple episodes ago. That was last night.
Yeah, that was long enough ago that I've forgotten specifics.
Did Obi?
Obi.
Basically, Dish said that like you do help people, but you never need to overstep because people have the right to do what they want to do. He tried, and like, there's nothing wrong with people wanting to do their own thing, because clearly you want to do your own thing, but you can cast lightning out of your hand. Dish can shoot a bow kind of okay, like, we are not the same. Don't expect that, like, what I said was a little brush, but you don't know me, and I know you very little. I'm not asking for gratitude, but trust in the fact I know what I'm talking about most of the time.
I never didn't. At least I didn't think that I didn't.
Within 10 minutes of meeting you, you told me that you do not need to worry about the guide because you know what you're doing. It's not a good first impression, especially before you gave me your name.
I guess I could have been a little more specific.
He's gonna raise his hand. I know what you meant, but that's not a good first impression. And this has not been a good week for most of us, it seems. Great to see you can't be just doing silly shit as I'm trying to be serious. How dare you?
Oh, B.
Sorry, he wants to play.
No, I understand.
No, it's illegal not to play with the dog. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's illegal not to play with the dog.
Yeah, I'll forgive the dog. I just won't forgive you. You understand? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As Dave just looks and just goes like, "Yeah, I'm sorry."
Don't be sorry. Be better.
Well, the first step to being better is saying you're sorry. Do you know what? Just.
Would you like another mango?
Anybody that like has good passive perception just sees Farron just like talking to the lizard that he's walking.
Yeah.
He's currently but he's just like, you know, like you can't understand anything that he's saying, but
Yeah.
you know.
And he'll reach in his pack and pull out another mango. Would you like another mango? One that's not sullied by silver sands. They stole half of it last time when they cut it up.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, while we're talking about serious stuff, when we're done with this, I kind of want to make sure my dad's not dead.
Okay, great.
That's
Just throwing that out there. Farron, and Dono, you can correct me if this isn't if this isn't canon, I guess you would call it, that Farron, my biological father, weirdly act like similar? Because I get that vibe from the one.
I
drunk-
don't know your father, but you know.
You played my dad. You were just extremely not in a mind space.
Yeah.
He's nonchalant. He's casual with his status.
Yeah. So I don't just.
I was going for just like I'm a dad and I'm trying to relate to the youth vibe.
Yeah. So, yeah, it just Farron's reminded me a lot of my dad. And the last I saw of him was him telling me to become a deserter. So.
Oh,
So
okay.
make
You're
a bit
talking
more
about your
sense.
dad in game. Okay, I thought.
Wait, do you think my father? You think
Dono.
Arthur Jenkins?
Dono.
Oh, Cold
Why are you
Steve
talking about
Austin?
your own dad? Dude, the amount of me just like slipping into real life to fucking like this thing today, terrible. I am having.
Are you okay?
He
I
only
don't
called me
listen.
the F slur once. He's not my dad.
Gee.
Terrible. I'm sorry.
That was-
Hey, Dad, if you're watching this, I'm not sorry to you. No, you're good now.
Thank you for the
No,
clarification.
my father
dumbass
is-
forgot.
I keep saying
12.
biological dad because my dad is a robot.
Yeah, but I was thinking. Whatever. Okay, my brain. I'm just like, I forgot that 12 was adopted.
Biodad in game. Yeah,
12
you
senior.
forgot. You forgot. You forget. You forgot that two of the main characters. You forgot that two of the main characters in your game are adopted brothers.
We don't even look
Listen.
alike.
Exactly.
Dono, you're okay. They're
No,
just-
I'm just teasing. I'm just giving you a
They're
hard time. I'm
pulling,
just-
Exactly,
they're pulling your
yeah.
pee-pee. It's okay.
Listen, I feel like I'm giving an appropriate reaction that's quite funny to this whole
All right.
thing.
So anyway,
Anyway, I kind of hear that and I'm like, well, I'm willing to help you along with that in whatever way I can.
I think we have to go to the Fae first. We have that ball, which and I look at Avery. I'm like, I haven't stopped thinking about. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
Deep down inside,
Fae
12 is
ball.
like, I just want to be a pretty princess in a Fae ball. Like he knows there's political bullshit going on, but he's like, it's a ball in the Fae? Like,
A ball in my Fae? It's more common than you think. Click the link below. No.
I think we have to do that first, or at some point, because last time I asked the DM when that's happening, the answer I got was when it's plot convenient. So
According to time restraints, if my brain recalls,
It was
was
like
3 months away at the beginning of the campaign, or when you guys got the news. It's
Yes,
been
it is
about
that-
3 weeks since then.
Yes. You
Oh,
did
so,
get an
yeah.
invite, and such that it was like it actually gave you a time zone or time frame ish area, which is like it's pretty close after this adventure should be done.
after the desert.
Yeah, because you
Because
just
the
have to
boat is
travel
coming
and-
back in 2 weeks from when
Yes.
the boat left, and we have traveled 4 days
for
since 3 days
No.
since the boat left.
the boat. Oh, no.
You guys were there day one. You guys were here. This is our second day in the desert.
Okay.
Yep.
You're right. You're right.
I'm trying. I got my notes. I promise.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been winging it for so long that now I have to keep track, and I'm just like, you know what? Brad's got it. I can fuck it. I can
Thanks,
still be
man.
lazy.
So,
It's weird. You also said the ones that Dish gets like 8,000 gold pieces. It's the strangest thing I've ever
Oh,
seen. It's
fuck, man. I don't think you're gonna have to redcon that one. I don't think it's right.
no. No.
Yeah, as it just kind of like settling down into the rhythm, the natural rhythm of the lizards, just kind of trotting along in the desert. It just kind of reapply the mood reapplies and just like
So you don't want a mango?
oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, I would love.
I
a
do
mango,
have peaches
please.
as well. If you'd rather have peach.
Oh my gosh, I would so much rather have a peach. Thank you.
I'll take the mango.
You got it? Yeah, for sure. Rose, Silva?
A mango.
Very good. And toss, because he can't reach up to the top of the lizards. He's just a little guy.
Guy.
Just a
Canna,
little
he-
guy.
Just a boy.
Okay.
Canna now knows that mangoes are not biteable fruits.
Yes.
So that's
And-
why he asked for a peach.
May
And
I
he-
invite Farron?
He just rolled a nat 20 and is just like, okay, food is a good sign. And starts coming back.
Can I
over.
come invite him
Yeah.
back?
It takes him a bit longer to get there than it was to go away because you guys are still moving.
It's
Yeah.
12 seconds. It's...
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a long 12 seconds. He's like grunting.
But you
the whole
guys
time.
aren't
Yeah.
stopping, so he's having
Yeah.
to like catch up and like then you
if
guys
12
are
seconds
still
is a long
moving.
time for you, Dudley,
No,
I'm
no.
gonna have a conversation off stream. Like,
Ooh.
OnlyFans only needs that little bit. No.
okay, yeah.
God damn. Anyway,
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
been a gross stream for me. I apologize.
wow, I got.
By the way, we're 18 plus. There's a
Oh,
warning
yeah.
about that.
There's a content warning.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
Yeah,
it's only
there's
2 hours
there's
into
a
this
content.
episode.
Yeah.
Good time for the warning. And I-
We got a content warning on screen. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
we
Yeah.
do.
Big white letters.
Yeah.
Notably, Canna just kind of like peaches are small enough. Canna will have the peach with a bite and then take the pit out and take the other half and just have that like for a while. And he
How
just
close are we to the
shrugs-
oasis?
shrugs and hands it to you.
I feel like Canna has like the most talented mouth out of everybody in this group.
Going away with that silver tongue.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
no,
talking
Ever
probably the longest.
say that again.
Dude, wait,
Doesn't need to
actually,
be. Someone's gonna clip it.
Dish is a good argument. Have you seen how dogs drink water out of a bowl?
Oh yeah.
It's
But this
wild.
man just sucked a pit out of a peach. And then
Anyway.
continued to eat it the rest.
Anyway, how far are we from the oasis, Don?
Like
He
he said 4 hours.
yeah, Brett said 4 hours. I was gonna say
Brett
even
said 4
closer,
hours.
but yeah.
Well, I mean, this conversation can go on for a while. There can be pauses and things.
Yeah.
People don't actually talk this fast. I mean, it's like Dragon Ball Z. Oh,
Yeah.
everybody's talking slower because change.
Yeah, no,
so
I get it.
anyway, the aliens, and you're gonna
Oh,
yeah.
gosh, not this again.
what? What is wrong with aliens? There's nothing wrong with. I think.
Why are you
aliens
so
cool.
intrigued by them? Is
Because
my
it's
question.
my whole thing. I have to like I
Are you an alien?
myself. No.
Mr. Gray, you think your wife's gonna be okay with you coming back here after you've been gone for a month instead of the 2 weeks?
Oh, they're here.
Probably.
That's the implication, yeah.
That's my
Well,
guess.
shit. Okay. Oh fuck! I just dropped the thing, but whatever. Me as DM, not fair.
And they were planning something.
If it,
But that could also have been my drunken mind, so...
what were they planning? What were they planning?
Oh, the Oasis.
I don't know.
Thank the God.
Nine skips. We're at the Oasis.
He's like, and Avery's like, thank God. Canna is also like, for the first time, Canna and Avery like say something in synchronous as they both go, oh, thank God.
Imagine being on a road trip with your dad and he's trying to fill the silence. It's just-
Throw a book on CD in the
And he
player.
Uh,
Get on your coziest blanket and pillow, and just go to sleep, Dad. It's fine.
I'm driving.
You heard me.
so, approaching the Oasis.
It's the sun is close to being down, so it'll probably be down in the next hour. So you guys have time to set up camp and get everything together, start cooking some food, etc.
Yeah. I will do a couple of things here. First and foremost.
You guys are about a day away. Is it a day away or half a day away?
The dungeon.
Yes, my note taker. Please.
You said to get back it took us 5 days, but I'm assuming that it took us longer to come back because we were recovering and not dealing. We were doing it on foot.
Yes.
So
I'd say we're
tomorrow
about-
will be day 3.
Yes.
So
Probably about a half day, depending on weather and if the desert's changed at all. But if at most a day.
Okay.
Tonight's dinner is stuffed eggplants with rice. That's what he makes for you guys.
Canna will
and
take 10
Lux.
minutes. Canna will take 10 minutes and cast Private Sanctum around the area of the oasis again.
Before you do
Or around
that,
the area that we'll
Canna
be in.
and Lux, please make me wisdom saves.
Oh, God. Natural 20. That's one of the first natural 20s I've rolled with this dice. And it's the first natural 20 I've rolled in a long fucking time. Oh, that feels good. Anyway. Total of 25, if that matters.
Okay, yeah. What'd you get?
Natural 20.
18.
No, Lux.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
18? Fantastic. Okay. Dope. Okay. There is a sudden call that is given into both of your heads as you come closer to where it is. There is a sight of a mask that is that of a designed across the face, like kind of swirl elvish like design, but with a eye in the middle of it that is of blue design. It has gold through with purple as like the backlay, and then gold swirls throughout the mouth and such.
What the Naruto looking hell?
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay.
Not again.
You both here. Come to me. See.
Can I just...
Canna.
Okay. Sorry.
You have
No,
no,
yeah,
no,
go
you,
ahead.
have, you have no negative side effects that happen to you.
Oh.
Lux, that drains you of energy. Hearing that message as you connect to it. Please roll me a Constitution save.
By any chance, was I being charmed or frightened at all?
Ooh.
Because I have advantage on that.
You're not being charmed, or well, yes, it's a charm, so you have advantage on charms. Yes. Which then actually re-roll your wisdom then.
That would have been a dirty 20.
Okay, then you're fine.
Okay.
Ah, there you go.
There is another. I will say this. There is another effect if you guys had rolled lower on any of your rolls where there's the impulse towards this thing, but you were both given connection to this because of the traits of your characters. And
Interesting.
and you understand that there's something ahead pointing towards the direct, like, and you each get like a ping in a direction of where it is that is beckoning you to it.
But we are
It
not
wants you to make
forcibly
contact.
compelled.
You are not forcibly compelled.
And I just look at Lux and I'm like, tell me I wasn't the only one who just saw that.
So what?
Why does this keep happening to me?
You saw it too? God, is this what you
Yes.
feel like all the time? I just like grab my head and like in a headache.
It gets better.
Some purple-looking, golden, like elvish eyeball mask thingy.
Yeah.
Just like beckoned to me and apparently Lux.
Mm-hmm.
Any weird face shit.
Make me a history check.
Oh shit! I gotta
Duolingo,
do
get out
Duolingo.
of here!
Does anybody want to make a check?
Actually, in the past, was
Yeah.
this something within the pyramid that I would be made aware of? Is there any like symbology? I have keen
You
mind,
didn't go
so I
all,
remember
you
all
didn't
the
go
shit.
all the way through the pyramid yet.
There's
You
no
only made it through
choreography to a mask like
the
that.
first level. I will say make a history check. See if you remember any of that. I know you have keen mind, but if you want to
You're
go
fine.
with flat keen mind and go through just your memories, what would be like a deciphering check?
23 for history.
Okay, cool.
Investigation.
We can work with that. Yeah, let me see.
If it's investigation, that's a 26. So
Okay, we can go with the investigation. Faye shit. Roll. Go for it. What'd you get?
14.
14? Okay. Masks and shit and such like that. There are magical masks that are out there in the world. The Fae have a couple. Some are used to create net mind control. Some of them are used by archfays to amass even greater power, and they use it as a channeling device that creates their normal magic to be even stronger. You, Sir Doggo, Sir
Yes.
Dish,
yes.
you remember seeing writings and such on the walls, some of the crumbled bricks, and so you saw what was a depiction of a gem in the center of something, but being broken apart. It seems like strategically some of the cave-ins had writing on them that were destroyed. You also wait. No, you're focusing on this. You're not gonna. Okay, cool. Never mind. It's just yeah. We did investigation. Okay.
Did it look like this? And I'm gonna try to draw a crude just version of it in the sand.
Crudely, it does look like it. Canna, because you went to school.
Nerd.
Oh, he has a text message. And
He is straight up doing his Duolingo.
He's
I just finished it. I just finished it. Hold on, I got you. Well, okay, I went to school for what? Sorry.
you went to
German?
school. So
Yes.
you learned arcane.
Oh, our
and-
ad is starting right now. Sorry.
Oh shoot! Hi, Ad.
Go to break.
Go
to break.
Go to break. We're break. We're back. Hi guys, we're back.
Everyone's dead. No, I'm kidding.
No. So anyway, we're talking about a mask, and then we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna wrap up.
And so,
So,
spoilers.
I don't want to know.
Look at me crying in my Mountain Dew shirt.
So, what were the rolls? Roll, you did the thing. Yes, it looks like the mask. Canna, you can make a roll, and Lux, because you're a librarian and there's a chance that you could have come across information like this, you can make a roll.
I literally just got another natural 20. I'm not even
Fantastic.
joking. Like, that's a 20 there. Like,
Okay.
Never heard of it before. Doesn't exist. Lies.
What?
doesn't exist.
What are
Lux, do you still want to take a chance, or do you want to just go with his nat 20? Crying in Mountain Dew shirt. His favorite Fallout.
Oh my
Well-
god.
I got a 23, but it wasn't natural.
Oh, okay. But still cool as shit. All right.
T-shirt.
Both of you would know, and through this, not like looking at this, you reference your mind palace and begin to think, and Canna, you remember in class one day, going through, you were learning about the different types of masks and the cursed masks and such like that, and this one, you did stop and read about on a page. Lux, you also remember looking through and just like, oh, okay, it's one of the many like great masks. This is the mask of future seeing. It is able to be used once by by an individual, and what it does is will show them glimpses into important parts of their future, just snapshots of things in which their choices can change something, or is almost definitely predetermined that it's like that this is a moment that can happen and you have a chance to change it by knowing this information. It intrigues you because you have portents as a wizard and can change the way that things work and can manipulate time. Lux, you got 23. You're like, oh, cool. It's the you don't quite remember everything about it, but it's like, oh yeah, it's the mask of future seeing. Either way, it can only be used by a person once, but it will show them multiple glimpses into their future at one time.
Does Canna share this information?
Damn.
You see, kind of like he's like in the middle of describing, this weird like purpley yet golden elvish like mask thing. In the middle of saying the word thing, he just kind of like remembers that all of a sudden from his studies, from reading, and he's just like, oh.
What, is my drawing bad?
What is it? What?
What, is my drawing bad? Because he doodled it on the ground.
Oh, he doodled it. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Looking at it, yeah. He so okay. So he looks at that. He's like, oh, no, that's not bad at all. Dono, you mentioned, sorry, in your description, when I read this in my book, this was under curse masks.
Magical masks.
Magical masks.
The magical masks have different settings. Some of them are cursed, some are not. Some are impulsive to people to use.
Settings.
And like they are like some of them are so powerful that they can create make people sick by being near them, and some activate with other people's different types of like or like personalities or abilities and such. There has been some masks that literally have one singular individual that is born within a lifetime that they constantly impulsively try and get them to look at or to find them. Like it is an impulsive.
So the fact that
action
me
for them to
and
connect.
Lux both got a headache means this isn't one of those singularly purpose-defined
No.
masks.
No, this is something that can be used by everyone, but only once. And so,
By each person.
yeah.
It's just kind of like...
I don't know how Canna would look upon this, but a lot of people have described it as being like, you need to really be ready. Like, if you were to use this, one, it's spoilers for people, but in some cases, it's like, I don't want to know the future. I don't want to know these moments that I can change things, because if I don't, then then I know I'm at fault. I could have changed something. And other people are just like, I want to know the future. I want to know I can change and make things better. Or
Canna
whatever.
is very tempted by
It's
the
not
future
a-
mask.
It's not a cursed magical item, but there are,
Right.
like, to your mental status, it can be very cursed,
Right.
like holding it.
So
He said after the mask made us do a wisdom save and a
Right.
con save in one case. No, or
Yeah,
almost
so
a con save in one
It
case.
is one that will impulsively drive you if you have low wisdom and have the situation going on.
So, what is it?
It's a mask that can tell you the future.
Oh. This scribbles it out of the sand.
And you see this devious look cross Canna's face.
That seems. So, like, what, you look into it and you can see the future, whatever? Like a. Kind of like that?
Everybody can use it, but they can only use it once. And when they use it, they see glimpses of their life that they have the power to change.
That's stupid.
As he looks at you and is just like,
Why ruin the opportunity to just enjoy life?
If I get reincarnated, can I use it twice, or is it
Or like if you die, can you use it again? Like
Yeah, like
I think it's kind of one of those one-time use per soul type things. It's not body-based. It's like soul-based.
but then what's the
Well,
point?
then no elves would be able to use it.
yeah.
You don't have a soul? It's like just like...
I'm going on some deep lore here. I have no clue if it actually works in Donno's game or not, but in the general, like, overarching thing about elves is that their souls actually reincarnate. So whenever they're doing that trance, actually,
Mhm.
they're actually kind of, up until they become a certain age, they're kind of reliving moments of their past lives.
Yeah.
Mm.
And once they reach a certain age, then it's like memories of their current, like of this current lifetime. Once they hit a certain point.
Right. Hence the whole gender thing I brought up a couple sessions ago.
Which has gotta,
Yeah.
which can I just say, gotta be wild if you end up getting reincarnation on you and you become an elf and you weren't before.
Yeah.
Like, that's gotta be fucking wild to trance, and you're just like, what the hell am I seeing? Like, there's just another dude trying to be like, hey, you're actually a descendant of mine. It's like, no, I'm not. It's like, no, that's character.
That could be a weird, like, on why, but anyway, that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went on a rant.
But why would you want to look into your future if it's going to only cause you stress?
As that kind of devious look melts away and just like...
Like, what's the point? Oh, good, I have lifetime of riches, but how do I get it? It's snippets, right? That's what you said.
The conversation 4 hours ago that he just had with Avery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please turn off your light.
As I just said, part of that conversation I seem to remember was that my studies are what give me the vision of the future that is, because my heart will always look at what it could be. And
Paired also with the warning of don't let you see drag down your light either. It was a twofold.
yeah, don't let what you see drag down your light. with that with that reverberating in his mind, he's just like, why shouldn't I see things that I have the power to change?
Respectfully, Canna, you regret everything that you've already done. Seeing the future is going to make that worse.
Well, Canna already sees the future. Just
Yeah, exactly. I
Right, but for what? A few days ahead, not your entire lifespan? It's different. And you... I've said my piece.
That's
Wait, I need to calm
Are you
down.
kidding? That's unfair.
No.
She uses. I need to calm down.
Dish has already said this exact conversation to Canna twice now.
Yeah.
He hates repeating himself. He's like, you know what? That's your fucking funeral. I don't care.
Funeral. As he's just like. You're right. You're right. You're right. We've already talked about this. I'm not gonna stop doing what I do, but that doesn't mean that I need to just go after this thing too. You're right. As he just kind of like drops it, but you see like a little bit of the disappointment.
When does it becoming you trying to play God? Dish is off. He's no longer talking. He's getting the lizards to the river, giving them a bath, like getting them ready and setting up camp. He's done. He's done.
I don't play God when I do what I do. What? Or no? Oh wait, hold on.
It's just like, who are you talking to?
Avery walks by as they like are purposely dragging Abner off somewhere, and they go, "Don't forget to live. Don't spend so much time looking into the future that you forget to live."
Hey, where are we going?
Yeah, where we
Behind a
go?
convenient coconut tree.
Behind the convenient coconut. As I will kind of like.
Avery's also already gone.
Yeah.
Apparently, so is Abner.
Apparently. So I'm just left here by myself.
You have Lux and a
Lux,
lizard. You have
yeah.
Lux, Farron, and a lizard.
Yep.
Yes.
Hi.
Farron, you see into the Farron. You said you had visions into the future too. You understand what I'm talking about, right?
I,
Listen.
That's the most dad thing I've ever
If there's
heard.
one thing I've learned, especially after becoming a father, even if you see the future, it's fucking not nice. Like, I'd rather not. I'd rather not know that certain things are going to be told to me beforehand. Because, honestly, sometimes it's better if you don't. Because until it happens, you're just fucking waiting. You're just waiting. Because if you try and get to it early, then it's the wrong time.
Now I'm just imagining Farron having to talk way too early with one of his kids, and I'm just like really traumatized because of it.
Yes. And that just leaves me with Lux as I look to Lux and I just go like,
am I crazy?
yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
Looking at the person that literally can read your mind. Like,
I feel like that's kind of what Canna is like looking at Lux for. Is that like Canna doesn't necessarily say anything to Lux. As I just like look and body language, but like how does your aberrance affect? Can you just read thoughts, or is that you still have to cast the detect thoughts spell for that?
As an action, she can just enter into your, like, she can just say a message or read
woohoo!
your thoughts for a second, or for 6 seconds.
And yeah,
It doesn't cost concentration or anything. It just happens. Oh. But she could only do it to one of you at a time.
Right.
yes.
Well, if you are linked with Canna in this moment, even if you choose to link with Canna in this moment.
Yeah, why not?
Surface thoughts in Canna's head are like, I know that I literally just had so many conversations about this, but I am dying to know what I can do. What, like, my curiosity is entirely piqued by this. And I know that it literally just tried to compel us to go to it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, now knowing what it is, don't need to be magically compelled. As I am just curious. Everyone else has said no.
Okay.
I want to
For
throw
one
out
reason.
there, your brother didn't.
Oh, what? What did you say?
I just said I want to throw out there. Your brother never said no.
That is also very true.
I was dragged away before I said anything.
That is also very true.
Must mean a yes. Go for it, buddy.
Yeah.
So, all in your mind.
Hmm.
That is what happened to me when I went to go look at the Iliads. I wasn't compelled, but compelled. I was curious. I got more of the past. And again, just having all the power. That's all it is having power of either what's coming in the future, or in my case, what's happened in the past. If you believe that you will get something out of this that you want, and just even knowing the knowledge, I'm not going to say no. That is up to you to decide. You are your own person. Yes, you do have friends and family here that want the best for you. And they've seen shit. They have. But so have you. So do what you need to do for yourself.
There is also the possibility that if we retrieve this item, we can use it on other people and give them existential crises.
That's also true.
And then, like, just the thought of, like, just like a passing thought, like on a passing train in Canna's mind, just being like, what the fuck was that, dude?
If it's on the way, let's just check it out. Because it wouldn't have come to us otherwise.
That was to everyone, Dono.
Oh, my bad.
Obviously. Duh.
Obviously.
Well,
Duh.
so
Then,
take the night to think about it.
sure.
All we have is time.
As Canna, like, finishes the private sanctum casting that he had started. And again, I described it before, I'll describe it again. Private Sanctum's walls and borders look like just very thin, caustic walls of water that subsequently blend the environment around it into itself, kind of like there is now a blind spot in the desert. Or a blind spot in this oasis, rather. And it is just big enough. It is big enough to... I think last time I made it so that if the dome has a 10-foot diameter, that the private sanctum had like a 30-foot area. He has made the area slightly bigger to encompass the entirety of the oasis itself. and the area in which they are sleeping.
So it's a house with a yard.
Yeah, because it can go up to 100 feet
Alright.
on each side. The area can go up to 100 feet on each side. So he's made it as big as needed to cover the oasis and where we're staying.
Okay. So, at this time, we are wrapping the stream up. We will come back after travel has happened and they have made it to the dungeon. So next time we come back, we will be at the dungeon. Yes?
Yes.
Any word from Messenger?
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's hear that.
If messengers are turned.
If any.
Where's my D20?
boy. Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Messenger died. No.
I already made that joke. You can't make it again.
Damn it!
You hear a messenger come back. Okay. Oh, hi, I'm here. Hey.
Oh shit! All right, so what? I guess what are Avery and Abner doing when Messenger comes back?
That's up to you, buddy. That's up to you, bud.
Did Avery pull me away for a reason, or just let's spend some alone time?
Wanted to swim with you, obviously, in the oasis.
Oh.
Beach episode. Let's go.
No,
That's between you two.
Avery is in the middle of trying to convince Abner to go skinny dipping with them.
Oh,
As they're
alright.
mid armor, like armor is already off. They're like trying to figure out how to do get off the armored pants.
Mm-hmm.
As Messenger arrives, and they're just like,
I am fully just in my boxers, like.
You like turn away and turn back and get 12 went from fully armored and clothed.
Yep.
You turn away, you turn back, and he's just boxers.
You know, I'm
Avery,
really happy that our contract doesn't mean that I have to call you sir, because this is fucking hilarious. Anyway.
Avery, your messenger is here.
this thing just.
No, don't let me stop you. It's fine.
Oh.
You know, I shouldn't have saved your life. Shouldn't have saved your life. Shouldn't.
Hey, you saved my life, and now I'm your problem.
Apparently.
Is that just being a parent?
What?
So, news to know. One, almost got killed by a couple rock elementals in there, and there's some fucking deaths. Motherfuckers crawling with these things. Secondly, their Cosmo, or that's gender fluid, right? Cosmo? I don't know.
Go for it.
Wanda.
Okay.
Her name's Wanda.
The target, Londa. Wait, no, why are you here?
Hi, I'm Brett. I live in this oasis. Sup, guys?
It just pans over into a guy with a coffee mug.
Just the cloak, like your little cloaked DM icon. Like,
Oh yeah, no, just the floating green cloak in the
Nice.
desert. Yeah.
Yeah, just sup.
Anyway, they are alive. I think they're doing okay. They keep saying that for some reason their curse with their toe went to their chest instead, and don't know how to walk around. They've got a counter. Apparently, it's been like the 10th time now that he's hit his boob. She's hit his boob. I can't say this correctly. So now they're just in the center of the thing, mad and probably hungry. They did try and eat me, but I convinced them not to because,
so they're actively able to talk and hold a conversation. And
yes, they're exhausted though.
okay,
And I think with any type, they're mad a lot. Like they want to kill something, but they're not really. Oh, I think they're a bit prideful to kill some of the dungeon rats.
So you
Honestly,
basically just assured them that people coming with food or who could be used as food are coming soon. is basically what you tell them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To avoid being eaten yourself.
Yes. Granted, they are exhausted. They're like, I easily jumped past them.
Well, it doesn't seem like we're. Oh,
I mean,
I'm
you
not
put a-
here.
I just
I'm sorry. It just dives into the water. Actually, there's a good chance. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
All right.
Do you need me to leave now, or what? Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Wait.
Just
Wait. I have.
Yes.
I have a silly idea for you, Messenger. I
Yeah?
look at Avery, I'm like, I know I can't give Messenger orders, but may I ask him a favor?
Give him an order. Don't give him a favor.
Don't give. Am I allowed to give him an order?
Yes, because I said so.
Okay, and then out of the
Alright.
pile of clothes that 12 has removed, he pulls out Squire and he's like, "Hey, Messenger, Squire doesn't want to go home right now. If you want somebody to hang out with."
Aren't they from opposing courts, though?
No
Listen.
idea, no clue.
Hey.
I would imagine the Archfey of Natural Chaos is actually like on good terms with the Rose Court.
Listen.
Okay.
They're on good terms with all the courts, because if they aren't, it's a problem. Your
So I'm just
father,
saying.
though he is a problem, is also a problem.
Yeah.
That most
I'm just
people
saying.
don't want to be on that term.
Fey familiars, y'all can chill, 'cause Squire. got
I'm
a couple
technically,
hours.
listen, I'm forced in this contract. That's your big boss. But if it's an order from you, yeah. So you sure? Hey,
All right, yeah, go.
you're not gonna need me for the night or anything?
No.
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 Okay, now Donald, I want the next 5 minutes of those two. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Listen, I'll rack it up right now. Okay, no. They're gonna go like you just not anybody that slightly hears them. Avery, you're just like you hear Squire go like, I know a really good fucking bar in the Feywild.
He just turns.
I thought you was gonna say, I know this dog will give us whiskey, and just will walk over to the
Yep.
dish like, sup? Like,
He doesn't turn heel. He just turns like from like
They just poop.
so happy, joyous to just so callous, like immediately.
I love to imagine that like Squire just like, all right, so fuck it anyway now.
Like smoker's lung. Yeah, just like.
pulls out a cigarette big as they are.
This great
It's
bar
got
in the
karaoke.
Feywild. Do you want to come?
Like no.
It's got karaoke and I do a great journey. Fucking let's rip it, buddy.
All right. And Abner
You
will
just
make
see
his way into
Messenger
the
open
water
a
for
portal
y'all's
and they
imagination.
go.
Yes.
Oh my god.
All right.
Incredible.
Anything else that anybody's wanting to say or do, or do we want to wrap it up here?
I guess the only thing that would happen
Oh.
in between the night and getting to the dungeon would be Canna deciding whether or not they want to do anything with that mask.
Okay. Brett?
Making dinner, just a question for fantasy, and we can talk about it later, like private DM or RP or whatever. But you have me at disadvantage.
How?
You very openly and comfortably decided to show me your true face, and I feel like I somehow owe you for that. Maybe it's because you saved my ass with that Diabolos earlier, but
I've grown a lot. I used to not show anyone my original self
sure.
because I've always felt left out, and not a good way for a child who grew up in an orphanage to start out in the world. But
Start.
so I've just
Have you shown what's his name? Marcus?
I
If you
haven't shown
haven't,
the
that's-
part,
Sure.
but I'm also not quite like. I don't know how I feel about the blah blah part.
I find it
But
interesting.
that's another story.
For whatever it's
but-
worth, I like it.
Well, thank you.
And to even the playing field for my sake, my name is Desmond.
That is a nice name.
I so thought you were gonna go into even the playing fields. I will do the most dog thing and show you my belly.
Dish was a pet name given to me by my late sister.
I can see why you go by that.
She couldn't say Desmond.
I could see that too.
But I won't tell anyone about you if you keep calling me Dish.
It's all right. I will keep calling you Dish.
Danke.
Yes. Now I have a question for you.
Da.
Oh.
Do you think Farron would like a certain book?
Oh, what kind are you thinking?
So there's this book,
Mm-hmm.
and it might be for Cosmo, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
It's called How Not to Get Stuck in a Dungeon.
Ooh.
But here's the thing.
Mhm.
The book is actually not finished because he never got out of the dungeon.
Oh, I was wondering if it was the version that had that very fetish-driven author, but fair.
Well, I mean, we can always give him that version.
I don't have it on me.
I can find it.
Dish will both pour them a glass of water and put some cucumber slices in each of it and hand one to them. To the strangest fucking librarian I've ever met.
And to you, Dish. The very nice guide in this unful world.
If you think
And
I'm
very
nice
sandy
now,
world.
if you think I'm nice now, you should meet me on the good day.
Very true.
Put some of the pump cactus juice into his water.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I think this is a
And
good
that is
point
my
to stop.
Yeah.
The only other thing that would happen, and the rest of this doesn't have to be described, is as soon as Canna realizes what Avery and 12 are doing, there's a large splash out of the water as he jumps up out of the water that he was taking a little relaxing dip in. He's just running back to another point in the private sanctum to just sit and let it be.
I'd be honest, the Sun Oasis is massive. Like, the pool of water is easily, probably 50 by 50 feet. So, you probably aren't going to be like, hello, when you see them,
No,
He's
Canna's
just trying to
amphibious.
bleach his
He's
eyes.
Canna's amphibious. He's under the water.
Right.
And he's swimming around like a fish under the water, not hanging out on top of it. So as soon as he looks up and sees two other silhouettes in the water, wait a second. Oh god! It's just just swims to the edge and just gets up out of the water.
Dish and Lux are talking about literature and different things that they've done and discussed.
You just
And
see
then we
Canna
Just a big splash of water
shaking.
right next to you.
I
Big
will
splash
say
of
this.
water next to you, not onto you, but next to you.
So, Farron has been, hanging out with his lizard a lot more because it's the only thing that's talking to him really well. And they began to bond. He's literally, sleeping, and he's got the lizard right next to him. He's just he's like, this lizard's going home with him.
Canna,
There's a chance that lizard will try to eat him if he's sleeping, so that'd be kind of funny.
Canna, pops out of the water next to Dish and Lux, and it's just
Kebab?
oh gosh. Huh?
Kebab?
What kind?
Chicken, eggplant, potato, onion, and fig for sweetness at the end.
I just take it and I'll start eating it. The night will come.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.
And that's where we're going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody. For watching. We'll see you next time. Remember, your adventure matters.
Oh yeah, wait. Schedule for the upcoming. So we're gonna try for. What are we gonna try for? We're gonna try for.
Do you have Moonlit Mist this Thursday?
That was last
No.
week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Okay, so we shouldn't have another stream until Monday.
Yes.
We shouldn't, and that'll be a dapper discussion,
There'll be a dapper discussion.
just with your usual boys.
No
And
derp.
then no derp, and then
And then
dapper discussion, and then the
Moonlit Mist.
Moonlit Mist on that following Thursday.
and then
Inquisition.
Dark Energy. in
Oh, no,
exactly
Dark
1 week
Energy, yeah.
today.
One week
Very
from today,
stacked
you'll
week.
have the return of Dark Energy.
Oh boy. You guys get to hang out and meet the wife. That'll be lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not Dono.
So, oh.
It's okay. I've hung out with your wife.
So
before.
dapper discussion.
Yeah.
So dapper discussion. Dark Energy season 3. Moonlit Mist. Inquisition. And my apologies for missing this past Friday. I was taking a nap for too long, and we didn't get to catch up with 57B. So the next episode will be 56, with hopefully everybody there. And then we'll look into 57B another time.
It could be a one shot at some point.
It can be a one
Yeah.
shot. Yeah. It'll just be hard because
Oh,
Dono
57?
works.
No, 55.
No, 57B. We already did 55. 55 was the last episode
Right,
that we
right, yeah.
ran.
Okay,
57 was the time skip because
Yes.
we were missing folks. We were supposed to catch that up this past Friday, and I napped through it. So if we have everybody available next Friday, it'll be episode 56 to
Yes.
catch up with the time skip. 57B will be another episode at some point when it's just Dono and Lost Chaos available. And that, bless you. And
Thank you.
then we'll
And
go from
then
there.
it's work as normal.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Okay.
we'll be back on track. So, until then, wrap us up, Dono. Yeah.
Remember, your adventure matters. Till next time, roll your initiative. Bye-bye!
Bye. Bye.